Welcome back to our next revision session, wireless transmission. What is wireless transmission? Every one of you know running wire is difficult due to the presence of mountains, jungles, oceans, etc. So, in such cases where there are difficulties to transmit data through a wired medium, we can opt wireless transmission, which is a form of unguided media. Wireless communication involves no physical link established between two or more devices. They are communicating wirelessly. Wireless signals can be spread over in the air and are received and interpreted by appropriate antennas. And these antennas radiates electromagnetic energy, and these radiated energies can be received at the reception side again by antennas. It can be either directional or omnidirectional. One of such wireless transmission media is radio transmission. Radio transmissions are somehow radio waves are something which is easy to generate and that can be transmitted long distance. Since a radio frequency is easier to generate and because of its larger wavelength, it can penetrate through the walls and structures alike. But it supports only omnidirectional transmission. One of the important properties of radio waves are they are frequency dependent. Low frequency radio waves easily pass through obstacles and falls off sharply with the distance. But in case of high frequency radio waves, they support straight line transmission and bounce off at obstacles. But almost all low frequency radio waves or high frequency radio waves produce interference from motor or electric equipment. Low frequencies such as very low frequency and medium frequency bands can travel on ground up to 1000 kilometers over the Earth's surface. High frequency radio waves such as HF and VHF bands are spread upwards, but when they reach ionosphere, they are refracted back to the Earth. Applications of radio wave transmissions are they can be used for broadcasting, FM radio, television, and in cordless phones they can be used. And radio waves are useful in multicasting when there is only one center and many receivers. Advantages of radio transmission are radio transmission is mainly used in wide area networks and mobile cellular phones. Radio waves cover a large area and they can easily penetrate through walls. Radio transmission provides a higher transmission rate. Next, unguided transmission media is using microwaves. There are two types of microwave transmission: terrestrial microwave transmission and satellite microwave transmission. First is terrestrial microwave transmission. Electromagnetic waves above 100 MHz tend to travel in straight line and signals over them can be sent by beaming those waves towards one particular station. Because microwaves travel in straight lines, both the center and receiver must be aligned to be strictly in line of sight. They are purely dependent on weather conditions and frequency dependent. Here, multiple antennas can be aligned to reach further distances. It can be used for long-distance telephone communication, mobile phone communication, television distribution, since it is very inexpensive. Normally, a formula used to calculate the distance between parabolic dish antennas. Normally, the parabolic dish antennas used in the microwave transmissions are about 10 feet in diameter, and the spacing between or distance between antennas is calculated using the formula D is equal to 7.14 root kh, where D is a distance between antennas, K is an adjustment factor, and H is the antenna height. Characteristics of microwave transmission are its frequency range, which is from 4 to 6 GHz to 21 to 23 GHz. Bandwidth, supported bandwidth is 1 to 10 Mbps. It is used in short distance communication since it is inexpensive. It can be used for long distance communication, but it is little expensive for a longer distance communication. Attenuation means loss of signal. This transmission is affected by environmental conditions and antenna size. Applications, already told, it is used in television, telecommunication, and short point-to-point link between buildings. Advantages of microwave transmissions are: microwave transmission is cheaper than using cabling systems. It is free from land acquisition and it does not require any land for installation of cables. Microwave transmission provides an easy communication in terrains, as installation of cable in terrains is difficult. Communication over oceans can be achieved by using microwave transmission. Disadvantages are: it can create insecure communication if some malicious user catch the signal in the air by using their own antenna. Out of phase signaling is another disadvantage. A signal can be moved out of phase by using microwave transmission. It is susceptible to weather condition. This means any environmental change such as rain, wind, etc. can distort the signal. The bandwidth limitation is another disadvantage of microwave transmission. Next comes a satellite microwave communication. A satellite is a physical object that revolves around the Earth at a known height. Satellite communication is more flexible nowadays as it offers more flexibility than cable and fiber optic systems. We can communicate with any point on the globe using satellite communication. Let us see how a satellite works. Satellites are some big microwave repeaters which are placed in the sky. The satellites accept the signal that is transmitted from an Earth station. They amplify the signal. And in satellite, there are transponders which listens to a portion of spectrum. The amplified signal is retransmitted to another Earth station. And for this transmission and retransmission, satellite system uses two frequencies, an uplink frequency and a downlink frequency. Uplink frequency is used to transmit data from a Earth station to a satellite. And downlink frequency is used to retransmit data from satellite to a ground station. Advantages of satellite communications are: The coverage area of satellite microwave was more than terrestrial microwave. The transmission cost is independent of distance. Satellite communication can be used in mobile and wireless communication applications. It is very easy to install. It is used in wide variety of applications such as weather forecasting, radio, TV, signal broadcasting, mobile communication, etc. So I'm not adding applications of satellite microwave in a new slide. Disadvantages are, in order to design and develop a satellite, it requires more time and cost for this is very high. And the satellites need to be monitored and controlled on regular periods. The life of a satellite is about 12 to 15 years. Due to this reason, another launch of satellite has to be planned before it becomes non-functional. And the last wireless transmission technique is infrared communication. Infrared transmission is a wireless technology used for communication over short ranges. The frequency of infrared is in the range 300 GHz to 400 terahertz. It is used for short-range communication such as data transfer between two cell phones, TV remote operation, data transfer between a computer and a cell phone. Characteristics of infrared communication: it supports high bandwidth, hence data rate is very high. Infrared ray waves cannot penetrate through the walls, so the communication is restricted in one room. Therefore, it cannot interrupt the communications in nearby room. Infrared communication provides better security. Infrared communication is unreliable outside the building because sun rays will interfere with infrared rays. So these four are important wireless communication media and points to be remembered. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.